Are we really happy here with this lonely game we play? Looking for words to say. Searching but not finding understanding anywhere. We're lost in a masquerade. What you say? We're lost in a masquerade. One more time. We're lost in a masquerade. What's up, y'all? This is Ty. I am here to review season 5, episode 2 of Tyler Perry's soap opera comedy drama, The Oval. And I guess that song, I can dedicate that song to maybe Bobby and Lily, maybe. But I just felt like singing that song because I heard it earlier and it was in my head. So that's why I gave y'all a little bit of "We're Lost in a Masquerade." But I really had another song in mind that I wanted to do because of what Victoria asked Kyle. Who's zooming who? Really? Think about it and tell me, babe, who's zooming who? I thought that was funny when she asked him that question. But we'll get into that later. So what's up, y'all? I'm here to review season 5, episode 2 of The Oval. Tonight's episode is titled The Missing Link. But before I do that, y'all know what I gotta do. I gotta give a shout out to my lovely subscribers that hold me down in the comment section. And listen, some of you other people that's been watching, don't be afraid to hit that like button, leave a comment, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep this channel going and growing, right? Let's do it. So, shout outs to Lamont Simpson, Savannah Rivers, Amor Dupree, your boy Coy, Randall Brown, Thomas Grant, Quiet Guy, Susan Stewart, Always Mimi. How you doing, Always Mimi? Nadine Harris, Saxton Heights, The R.C. Kroger, She's Lex, Simply Be Yourself 100, Karima Khadijah, and all the rest of you wonderful, lovely, lovely people. I hope I didn't miss anybody that left comments on the last review, but all you lovely people, I do appreciate you. Thank you for keeping me going, keeping this channel going and growing. It's a pleasure doing this for you all. You all make me feel so good. So I thank you. I mean, it's fun. It's fun for me doing these reviews and it's fun. I met somebody in person, which was crazy. I never thought I would meet somebody actually face to face that watches these things. So that's good. So I'm going to keep going with it. So thank you. Now, I got that out of the way. Let's get down to this review. Richard and Miss Nancy. Poor Miss Nancy. The Ragadushis. Is it Ragadushis or Rockadooshi? Rockadooshi. I've been saying Ragadushi, messing it up. The Rockadushis got her so messed up. Her neck hurt and she done tried to kill her. All types of craziness is going on with her. So now she's in the hospital. Oh, Lord Jesus. Oh, he choked me. Lying on her husband, telling the people that the husband choked her out and that he's abusive. So, of course, they bring in the security to take Mr. Richard out of there. And Richard's like, nah, that ain't true. They put handcuffs on him. But then they let him go because, she was carrying on so much. But the doctor came back and was like, nah, I spoke with her. She out of her head, God bless her. She done gone cuckoo. And he said it was some plant or something, some dangerous plant that she got while she was hanging out with the Rockadushis. Well, not hanging out, but you know what I mean. When she went over there, it done messed her head up. So, I feel bad for Miss Nancy. Shout outs to Miss Nancy. Prayers for Miss Nancy. Hopefully she gets better. But at least Richard wasn't sent to jail. But now, what are we going to do with this storyline with her son, Barry? That was really Barry dead? I mean, come on. I hope not. I hope Barry ain't dead. But listen, what we gonna do with that storyline? Because we gotta come. We need some closure with that. So anyway, we move on down to Muscle Man Bobby and Priscilla. And someone, I think it was Coy, who said in the comments, I think it was Coy, I'm not sure, said in last week's comments, somebody said in last week's comments, Bobby stayed getting shot. That's true, because when we first were introduced to him, he got shot. He stayed getting shot. But lucky for him, because Sam came in there, pop, 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 busting shots. Those were rubber caps. So, they said, I'll bust a cap in your ass. He bust plastic caps in his ass. Well, not in his ass, in his chest. That was a warning shot, according to Bobby. Those were warning shots. Pat, pat, pat to the chest. They just sting on him. So he's all hurt up, whatever. And Priscilla's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry this happened. And he told her, said, listen, you just used me to make him feel jealous. And I'm saying to myself, shut up, Bobby, because you using her so you could get over Lily. So just shut up. And as I was saying that, he pretty much said the same thing. He said, well, I just wanted sex because I was trying to make Lily jealous. I said, okay, so basically saying the same. But to me, I didn't feel sorry for either one of them. But then what got me, did y'all notice how Priscilla seemed to have gotten an attitude, and I didn't understand how she got an attitude where you just told this man you wasn't feeling him, you no longer was, you didn't want to do anything with him, but now you're like, oh really, okay, and then when he asked for his drink, she's like, get it your damn self, ma'am. What are you upset about? I didn't understand that part. How neither one of them, both of y'all are stupid. First of all, Bobby, you ain't had no business trying to sleep with your co-worker's wife in the first place. You knew that was too close to him. That was too much drama anyway. You shouldn't be trying to sleep with nobody's wife anyway, idiot. Go find your own woman. Even with this Lily character, go find somebody else. But anyway, I just feel like they both were stupid. She's stupid. You getting mad. I get you hurt and all that, but you doing too much too. You both did too much. So I thought both. I didn't feel sorry for either one of them. I was like, get out of here. And what's the attitude? Like, get to drink your damn self. No, you could have got the drink for him. Because you playing, but both of you, I think they're both in the wrong, though. They're both in the wrong. So let's move on down to Victoria and Donald and the Eli, the VP. I was going to say the VIP, the vice president. Donald is not happy with what Victoria just did. Victoria let Eli know everything. She said, listen, my husband's in there on a crack overdose. And Donald's still trying to cover. No, it wasn't crack. Crack is whack. Crack is cheap. No, it was allergy medicine. Nah, bro. He's a crackhead, drug addict. He had a bad dose and he in there, he's in a coma or whatever he's in right now. So he said, we got to swear you in. And Donald was not feeling that. He's like, he was trying to cover it up. So he said, listen, ho, I see what you are out here trying to do. That's what he said. He ain't call her ho, but in my head, that's in my version of it. That's what he said. Listen, ho, I see I ain't trusting you. And I'm going to keep Kyle of it. Kyle, come watch guard and keep this door, watch the president's door while he's in this room, because I don't trust this chick right here, because we know what she tried to do to her son. And you're not going to kill the president. We're not going to have that. So I'm going to watch out. And I was like, okay. But then the funny thing, she's using all types of homophobic jabs at him because, you don't do that. She's calling the man because, Donald and Kyle are gay. She's calling them girl and, just to belittle them because they're gay. And then when he tells her to have, now this one thing did make me laugh though. But when Donald did tell her, tell Kyle, listen, watch her. And she said, what are you going to do? What are you going to do, girl? Scratch me? And then when she asked, and I had to laugh at this, it was so ridiculous. And when she asked Kyle, who's doing who? All I could think of it was the song, Who's Zooming Who? Tell me, babe, who's zooming who? Yeah, who's zooming who? She really wanted to know who was zooming who. That ain't none of your business, ma'am. And what does that have to do with the situation? That has nothing to do with the situation. But Victoria, in her pure evil fashion, she had to take digs at them because that's just who she is. But I was like, that really has not, ma'am, that has nothing to do with this situation at all. It has nothing to do with the situations. But she wants to know who's zooming who. Then we go on down to the Rakadushi camp, and Jason is supposed to be sent to the highest. But then it looks like the soldier, whoever he was, got stopped by some other guy who looks very much like Jason, who's like, we could be brothers. And he's asking Jason his name and, because the highest is sleeping. We don't want to disrupt the highest is sleeping, And nobody seems to recognize Jason. And Jason gives a fake name. I think he said his name was Mike. So it's like, okay. And the guy's like, okay, Mike. And I'm like, but nobody watches. Well, then again, they are cult. Maybe they don't. But maybe the highest will know and recognize Jason, that Jason is, the first son. You know what I'm saying? So that was that. That's going to be interesting when crazy meets crazy. It's going to be interesting. Then we go on down to Lily calling Bobby. And she's telling Bobby she has a dead body in her house. And, Lily, why are you over there? And Bobby's like, what are you calling me for? Leave me alone. And he hangs up on her. And she was like, that was worthless. But I don't blame him. It's like, what do you want with me? Like, come on. Let me look at my notes here. Let's see. Now, this was a funny part. President Eli. That's what he is now. Eli goes in and has a conversation with Donald and tells Donald, know your place, ho. I'm the president. I'm the president. I'm the president. And you know what? I don't even like you. You're fired, and take Kyle with you. Now, here is where Eli messed up for me. Because you're saying all that, you're fired. Let me tell you something. When you fire somebody, you're supposed to make sure they are out the door. How you fire dude and dude is still lingering around and he's able to be all up in Alonzo's face questioning him. He told him, don't stop to get your stuff, just go. But then you should have followed that up with an escort out. Because let me tell you, I've been in the corporate world for quite some time. I am a manager. I run a team. And unfortunately, I had to let some people go. And let me tell you, when I let you go, that key was deactivated, your ID was taken away from you, and security made sure you was out the door. Ain't no lingering around. You won't get to linger around. Why is he lingering around? Because now Donald's lingering around, and now he's over here questioning Lonzo, who's acting like Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, still doing that scary face. Aren't you Secret Service? Man up. So Donald's asking him questions. What happened? You know what happened. The man's a crackhead. And I went to get him some crack. That's what I would have said. Listen, he wanted some crack. I tried not to get it to him. He insisted on getting it. He got some crack. He got a bad batch. And then they find out that they put two and two together. It was from the same pharmacy where homegirl worked. And that's where the president made that proposition. So they're like, oh, this is a mess. And he's like, you're going to tell me everything I need to know. And he gives him this proposition and he pulls out the gun. And I just was like, Kyle pulls out the gun. He's like, if you don't tell me the truth about everything. And as he's about to do that, he gets saved by the bell because then Kyle's like, listen, the first lady's in the conference, whatever. And then that's when they kind of leave Alonzo alone. But again, how is this happening when you've been fired? Get him out. Kyle and Donald, y'all supposed. Eli, you're messing up. You new president, and you're not doing these things right. Get him out. You told him get going. You were supposed to have security, the rest of the Secret Service. Walk this man out. Walk them both out. You don't just tell him you fired and leave him lingering around. That was really stupid. Really stupid. Then we have Alan in jail, and it looks like the prosecutors visited him and they were sent by the VP to help him. But Alan doesn't want to be bothered. He says, leave me alone. I'm going to get my lawyer. So, that was interesting. We'll see where that is going. And then we go to Simone, the second lady, in her bunker, being confronted by Victoria. And Victoria, in pure villain fashion that they do in like old TV shows, I'm going to tell you my whole plan. And tells her, listen, your husband is now the president. running them out. Your husband is now the president, and we're gonna say you're away with the children. Then you're gonna get in a terrible accident, and me and your husband I'm gonna spend this with me and your husband gonna have to marry each other, and we're gonna run the country. Blah 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 blah. She's saying all this, and she did say to the Secret Service guy, she said, "Listen, you stay right outside this door." And Simone was like, "Why? You was afraid I'm gonna whip that ass again, huh?" And she tells her all of this. And what made this funny, this was making me mad. She's telling Simone her plans and what she's going to do. Little did she know that Simone was recording the whole conversation. So that was interesting. And like how can y'all keep Simone in this bunker? But as the agent said, she assaulted the first lady, so she has to go down in this bunker or whatever. And I was like, that's crazy. But I do like how she had that recording. So she's like, I got the recording this whole time. I'm recording. So that was interesting. Then we go to Dale. Dale's in the hospital visiting Kareem. Kareem has some serious damage. And as he's visiting him, in walks Kareem's cousin, and that's where the episode ended. So this was a pretty solid episode and pretty entertaining. I enjoyed it. I guess it's good to see that Bobby's not dead, those were rubber bullets. So, we're going to see how is this all going to play out. It looks like in the previews, it looks like Donald is going to now reach out to Simone. So now they're going to be on a team to try to take down Victoria. It's so many twists and turns, but this was entertaining. That's all I have for now. Oh, and how is this Ragadushi thing going to turn out? How's that going to play out? That's all I have for now. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me your thoughts. What did you think about this episode? And again, be on the lookout for my reviews of Power Book 4 Force and a few other things that I'll be reviewing. But tell me your thoughts. How did you like this episode? Leave them down below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you all in the next video.